Hello and welcome to this Power BI tutorial with me, James from Matador Software. Today we're going to be looking at practice datasets that we can find and use within Power BI. So I guess why do we need practice datasets? Well, if we're not working on a real life project at work or in another instance, the only way that we can improve is by iteration and building dashboards and reports. So we need datasets. Well, where do we find them? Well, the first great resource is actually if you go to app.powerbi.com, you can get into the Power BI service. And through there, if you click the arrow at the bottom left of the screen, there's an opportunity to get samples, and you can choose from any of these 8 pre-made Microsoft data samples. So for example, we could connect to the retail analysis. And when we do this, it will actually, into your workspace in the Power BI service, it will build in the data set, the dashboard, and the report for you. You can access this at any time, reuse the data set, connect to it, and go into Power BI Desktop and build great reports, practice your DAX, your visualizations, and your layouts, and really refine your skill set. Resource number 2 for practice datasets is Kaggle. It's a data science community with over 50,000 public datasets. So all you need to do is click along the left menu into datasets, and you can view trending datasets, so things such as credit card history, Omicron, COVID cases, and we can search them. So in this case, if I just type in oil, I get a nice data set on Brent oil prices returned, and we can see a great feature here as well. It shows you the usability, and it explains why the usability is a 10 out of 10. And we can go in, we can view other details. It's very well presented, and I can look at the compacts. So here it's quite a simple data set, just the date and the price, maybe all we need in one case. And if we've got an account, a free account with Kaggle, we can just go ahead at the top here and download a CSV file. Resource number 3 is Github. If you haven't used Github before, it's where most programmers, data scientists, whatever data analysts will showcase their work and create public repositories. Microsoft also have one set up for SQL Server sample data. So again, if you wanted to practice and load some SQL data to work through your Microsoft SQL Server connection, for example, you can go in, click Databases, and then go into one of these pre-made Microsoft examples, AdventureWorks, for example. And in the repository, it gives you a very clear instructions as to how to import this into potentially SQL Server Management Studio, as may be the case, and you can run the script and import that. It's a really great resource for datasets. Now, also, I'm here in the UK, gov.uk, the government branch. This website has some great practice datasets and their statistical datasets. So for example, here, this could be an interesting one to refine our Power Query and DAX and some of those skills. And you can actually just download these as CSV files also, and there's so much different use cases here, so a great way to look at different data, harness it, and refine your skills. And the 5th and final example is Mockaroo, if you want practice datasets. And this is really interesting because this site actually generates up to 1,000 rows in the free instance of realistic mock data. So I'm just going through here, I'm adding a new type potentially. So I've got a buzzword here to my data set. You know, this is actually, you'd be familiar, this is sort of again, like the field name and data type in SQL. And I've added a field name of buzzword. I can choose the way that this is the output, and I've selected Excel. And then you can just click download data, and you have up to 1,000 rows of free data to work with. And it's random and it's mock. So fantastic. The last thing I would say as a bonus, do it yourself. If you can get potentially your Fitbit, your health watch data, your banking data, explore, expand, and it's really how you become better as a Power BI and data developer. As usual, if you enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you.